A father is in custody along with his 17-year-old son and the boy's stepmother. They're being charged with murder of rapper PNB Rock. He was shot and killed during a robbery at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in South LA earlier this month.
Over the years, the hip-hop scene has seen dozens of musicians lose their lives in the most horrifying ways. Among these musicians are rappers that were loved and adored by many. In today's video, I'll be revealing all there is to know about 6 horrifying last moments of rappers before death. Takeoff. Born as Kurznik Kari Ball on June 18, 1994 in Lawrenceville, Georgia, Takeoff's journey began in a small town with big dreams. Raised by his mother, Takeoff grew up in a household that fostered a deep love for music. Surrounded by a family of musicians, including his uncle Quavo and cousin Offset, Takeoff was immersed in a musical environment from a young age. It was within this nurturing atmosphere that his passion for hip-hop began to flourish. As a teenager, Takeoff started experimenting with making beats and recording his own music. He spent countless hours honing his skills, perfecting his craft, and dreaming of a future in the music industry. His dedication and determination were evident even at this early stage of his life. In 2011, Takeoff's dreams started to become a reality when he, along with Quavo and Offset, formed the hip-hop group Migos. The trio began making waves in the Atlanta music scene, captivating audiences with their unique style and infectious energy. Their breakthrough came in 2013 with the release of their single Versace, which quickly became a viral sensation and propelled them into the mainstream. Following the success of their breakout single Versace, Migos quickly became a household name in the rap industry. Their unique style, infectious energy, and undeniable chemistry captivated audiences worldwide. Building on their early success, Migos released their debut studio album, Young Rich Nation, in 2015. The album received critical acclaim and solidified their position as one of the most exciting acts in the industry. With tracks like One Time and Pipe It Up, Migos showcased their signature sound and cemented their place in the rap scene. The group's success continued with the release of their second album, Culture, in 2017. The album featured the chart-topping hit Bad and Boujee, which became a cultural phenomenon and propelled Migos to new heights of fame. Culture received widespread acclaim and earned them their first Grammy nomination for Best Rap Album. In 2018, Takeoff embarked on a solo venture with the release of his debut solo album, The Last Rocket. The album showcased his unique style and lyrical prowess, solidifying his status as a talented artist in his own right. Tracks like Last Memory and Casper demonstrated Takeoff's versatility and further expanded his fan base. Throughout his career, Takeoff collaborated with a diverse range of artists, showcasing his ability to adapt and thrive in different musical landscapes. He joined forces with renowned producers like Metro Boomin, Travis Scott, and Zaytoven, creating chart-topping hits that resonated with audiences worldwide. Takeoff's collaborations extended beyond the rap genre, as he worked with artists like The Weeknd, Young Thug, and Lil Uzi Vert. These collaborations not only showcased his versatility as an artist, but also solidified his position as a sought-after collaborator in the music industry. In addition to his solo endeavors, Takeoff continued to release successful albums with Migos. Their third studio album, Culture 2, was released in 2018 and featured hit singles like Motorsport and Stir Fry. The album received critical acclaim and further solidified Migos' status as one of the most influential rap groups of their generation. Takeoff's career continued with a steady climb until his life was abruptly cut short. On November 1st, 2022, Takeoff's life was cut short in a devastating incident that occurred after a private party in Houston, Texas. Reports indicate that the shooting took place at a bowling alley, where Takeoff was in attendance with his uncle Quavo. The events that unfolded that night would forever change the course of music history. At 3 a.m., officers responded to reports of a shooting and discovered Takeoff, along with multiple shell casings, on the first floor. Tragically, Takeoff succumbed to his injuries and was pronounced dead at the scene. The investigation into Takeoff's death remains ongoing, with law enforcement working tirelessly to uncover the truth behind this senseless act of violence. The authorities have indicated that Takeoff was not believed to be the intended target, raising questions about the motive and circumstances surrounding the shooting. The news of Takeoff's death sent shockwaves through the music industry, leaving artists and fans in a state of disbelief and mourning. The loss of such a talented artist, known for his unique style and lyrical prowess, was felt deeply by those who admired his work. The impact of his death reverberated throughout the industry, leaving a void that could never be filled. Migos label Quality Control Music, as well as Billboard, reported on the tragic news, highlighting the profound impact it had on the music community. Artists and fans alike took to social media to express their grief and pay tribute to Takeoff, sharing memories and reflecting on his contributions to the industry. In Atlanta, a city that held a special place in Takeoff's heart, a candle lighting ceremony was held in his honor. Friends, family, and fans gathered to remember the beloved artist and celebrate his life. The outpouring of support and love demonstrated the profound impact Takeoff had on those around him. A public memorial was also planned to honor Takeoff, with up to 20,000 people expected to attend. The memorial served as a testament to the lasting legacy he left behind behind and the impact he had on the lives of many. Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke, whose real name was Bashar Baraka Jackson, was born on July 20th, 1999 in Brooklyn, New York City. Growing up in Brooklyn, Pop Smoke had a multicultural background with a Jamaican mother and a Panamanian father. He attended multiple schools in the neighborhood of Canarsie, Brooklyn. Even from a young age, Pop Smoke showed a passion for music. He found solace and expression through playing the African drums in his local church. However, his early life was not without its challenges. Pop Smoke faced legal troubles in his youth, including expulsion from 8th grade for bringing a gun to school. This incident led to him spending 2 years under house arrest for possessing a weapon. Despite these obstacles, Pop Smoke's love for music continued to grow, and he began to pursue a career in the industry. He adopted the name Pop Smoke, which was a combination of his childhood nickname and a name given to him by his grandmother. Pop Smoke's rise to fame was marked by his energetic and distinctive sound, which blended elements of New York drill and UK drill. He quickly gained recognition for his deep voice and aggressive delivery, setting him apart from other artists in the rap scene. In 2019, Pop Smoke gained widespread attention with his breakout singles Welcome to the Party and Dior. These tracks showcased his unique style and caught the attention of both fans and industry professionals. Pop Smoke's music resonated with audiences, and he was praised for his work ethic and potential as an artist. His collaborations with UK drill artists and producers further solidified his place in the music industry. Pop Smoke brought the sound of Brooklyn drill to the forefront, bridging the gap between the New York and UK drill scenes. His ability to seamlessly blend these styles created a fresh and captivating sound that captivated listeners. On February 19, 2020, tragedy struck the music world when Pop Smoke was fatally shot during a home invasion in Los Angeles. The news sent shockwaves through the industry and left fans devastated. The loss of such a promising talent was deeply felt by all who admired his music and unique style. Despite his untimely passing, Pop Smoke's music continued to make an impact. In July 2020, his posthumous debut studio album, Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon, was released. The album topped the charts and showcased the incredible talent and potential that was tragically cut short. Collaborations with artists like Lil Baby and DaBaby further solidified Pop Smoke's legacy. A second posthumous album, Faith, was released in July 2021, further cementing Pop Smoke's status as an influential artist. Both albums received critical acclaim and resonated with fans worldwide. The news of Pop Smoke's death sent shockwaves through the industry and left fans devastated. The loss of such a promising talent was deeply felt by all who admired his music and unique style. Beyond his music, Pop Smoke's personal life and impact on the world were equally significant. Despite his young age, he left a lasting impression on those who knew him and his fans around the globe. Pop Smoke's tragic death cut short a promising career and left a void in the music industry. However, his impact continues to be felt through his music and the legacy he left behind. His songs became anthems of resistance and empowerment, particularly during the George Floyd protests, where his music served as a rallying cry for justice. In the wake of his passing, Pop Smoke's family established the Shoot for the Stars Foundation, aiming to support and inspire inner-city youth. Through this foundation, his memory lives on, and his music and image have become symbols of hope and resilience. Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle, born Ermias Joseph Asghedom, came into this world on August 15, 1985, in Los Angeles, California. Growing up in the vibrant and often challenging Crenshaw district, Hussle's early life was shaped by the realities of his surroundings. As a teenager, Hussle found himself drawn into the allure of the streets, ultimately becoming a member of the notorious Rolling 60s neighborhood Crips gang. At the age of 14, he made the fateful decision to join the gang, seeking a sense of belonging and protection in an environment where survival was a daily battle. The gang provided a support system, but it also exposed Hussle to the dangers and violence that plagued his neighborhood. Despite his involvement in the gang, Hussle's passion for music began to take root during his formative years. He found solace and inspiration in the art form, using it as an outlet for his thoughts, emotions, and experiences. While navigating the complexities of gang life, Hussle also pursued his education at Alexander Hamilton High School. Although the school was located in a different neighborhood, it was still within the sprawling city of Los Angeles. Hussle's time at Hamilton High School was marked by a delicate balance between his academic pursuits and the challenges he faced in his community. He immersed himself in the music scene, honing his skills and developing his unique style. Hussle's talent and dedication began to attract attention, and he started to make a name for himself within the local music community. Hussle's journey in the music industry began with the release of his independent mixtapes, which showcased his raw talent and storytelling ability. One of his earliest mixtapes, Slauson Boy Volume 1, dropped in 2005 and quickly gained local success. The project caught caught the attention of hip-hop enthusiasts and industry insiders who recognized Hustle's potential as a rising star. Building on this momentum, Hustle continued to release a series of mixtapes, including the acclaimed Bullets Ain't Got No Name series. These projects showcased his lyrical prowess, captivating storytelling, and ability to connect with listeners on a deep and personal level. With each release, Hustle's fan base grew, and his reputation as a promising artist solidified. Hustle's talent and dedication caught the attention of established artists in the industry, leading to collaborations that further elevated his profile. He worked with renowned artists such as Drake and Snoop Dogg, showcasing his versatility and ability to hold his own alongside industry heavyweights. These collaborations not only expanded Hustle's reach, but also solidified his position as a respected artist within the hip-hop community. In 2010, Hustle took a significant step in his career by founding his own record label, All Money In Records. This move allowed him to have full creative control over his music and paved the way for him to release projects on his terms. Beyond his music career, Nipsey Hussle was deeply committed to giving back to his community and making a positive impact on the lives of those around him. He believed in the power of education, entrepreneurship, and community empowerment, and he dedicated himself to creating opportunities for others to thrive. In 2017, Hustle opened the Marathon Clothing Store, a physical manifestation of his vision for economic empowerment and community revitalization. Located in South Los Angeles, the store served as more than just a retail space. The Marathon Clothing Store provided job opportunities, supported local artists, and served as a gathering place for the community to come together. In 2018, he unveiled Victory Lap, a highly anticipated project that showcased his growth as an artist and solidified his place in the music industry. The album received critical acclaim for its powerful lyrics, captivating production, and Hustle's ability to seamlessly blend street narratives with messages of empowerment and resilience. Victory Lap was a commercial success, debuting at number 4 on the Billboard 200 chart and earning a Grammy nomination for Best Rap Album. The project not only showcased Hustle's musical talent, but also served as a testament to his unwavering dedication and relentless pursuit of success. It was a defining moment in his career, solidifying his status as a respected artist and earning him a dedicated fan base that resonated with his message. Unknown to Hustle, the end was near. On March 31st, 2019, tragedy struck the music industry and the community that Nipsey Hussle held dear. In a calculated and premeditated act, Hustle was gunned down outside his Marathon Clothing Store, leaving a void that could never be filled. The details of that fateful day sent shockwaves through the world as the news of his untimely death spread like wildfire. Deputy District Attorney John McKinney described the sequence of events during the trial, revealing that Eric R. Holder, the perpetrator, had engaged in a discussion about snitching with Hustle prior to the shooting. McKinney emphasized that Holder knew in advance that he would kill Hustle, as evidenced by the deliberate nature of the act. Holder shot Hustle at least 10 times before kicking him in the head and fleeing the scene. The impact of Hustle's death reverberated far beyond the streets of South Los Angeles. The music industry mourned the loss of a talented artist who had made a significant impact with his music and his message. Fellow musicians, including Kendrick Lamar and John Legend, paid tribute to Hustle, highlighting his influence and the void left by his absence. The CW series All American even dedicated an episode to honor him, featuring a candlelight vigil and a mural dedicated to his memory. The trial that followed Hustle's death brought some semblance of justice. Eric Holder was arrested after a 2-day manhunt and later indicted by a grand jury. He faced 1 count of first-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder. The evidence presented during the trial painted a clear picture of Holder's intentions and the calculated nature of the crime. In February 2023, Holder was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to 60 years to life in prison. Young Dolph, whose real name was Adolph Robert Thornton Jr., was born on July 27, 1985, in Chicago, Illinois. However, his family moved to Memphis, Tennessee, when he was just 2 years old, seeking a better life. Little did they know that their son would go on to become a prominent figure in the world of hip-hop. Growing up in Memphis was not easy for young Dolph. He was raised by his grandmother, as his parents battled addiction and were unable to provide a stable home environment. This early struggle shaped his resilience and determination to overcome adversity. As a teenager, young Dolph attended Hamilton High School, where he showed promise both academically and athletically. However, the allure of the streets proved too strong to resist, and he found himself drawn into the world of hustling to make ends meet. Young Dolph's journey from the streets of Memphis to becoming a household name in the hip-hop industry was nothing short of remarkable. After honing his skills and perfecting his craft, Young Dolph caught the attention of industry insiders. In 2015, he made a guest appearance on OT Genesis's hit single Cut It, which became a breakout moment for him. The song's infectious energy and Young Dolph's captivating verse showcased his undeniable talent and caught the ears of music lovers worldwide. Buoyed by the success of Cut It, Young Dolph seized the opportunity to release his debut studio album, King of Memphis, in 2016. The album was a critical and commercial success, solidifying his position as a force to be reckoned with in the hip-hop scene. With tracks like Get Paid and Facts, Young Dolph showcased his lyrical lyrical prowess, and unique storytelling ability. As his popularity grew, Young Dolph continued to collaborate with some of the biggest names in the industry. He joined forces with Gucci Mane on the track Bling Blau Burr, which further cemented his status as a rising star. These collaborations not only showcased his versatility as an artist, but also expanded his reach and introduced him to new audiences. Young Dolph's entrepreneurial spirit led him to establish his own independent record label, Paper Route Empire. Under this label, he not only released his own music, but also signed and mentored other talented artists. One of his notable signings was his cousin by marriage, Key Glock, who became a close collaborator and friend. Together, they released the critically acclaimed album Dumb and Dumber, which further solidified their status as rising stars in the hip-hop industry. Young Dolph's success continued to soar with each subsequent release. His albums, such as Role Model and Rich Slave, reached the top 10 on the Billboard 200 chart, showcasing his ability to consistently deliver chart-topping hits. Beyond his musical achievements, Young Dolph was known for his philanthropy and giving back to his community. He generously donated to his alma mater and organized Thanksgiving dinners for those in need. His commitment to uplifting others and making a positive impact on his community endeared him to fans and solidified his legacy as more than just a rapper. On November 17, 2021, tragedy struck the music world when Young Dolph's life was cut short in a gruesome act of violence. The news of his assassination sent shockwaves through the industry and left fans around the world devastated. The events leading up to Young Dolph's death unfolded on a fateful day in his hometown of Memphis. He was going about his day visiting a bakery near his boyhood home when two gunmen ambushed him. In a brazen act, they opened fire, taking the life of the talented rapper. In the aftermath of the shooting, authorities launched an investigation to bring the perpetrators to justice. Some of the suspects responsible for the assassination were later identified and arrested, providing some semblance of closure to the grieving community. In the wake of his death, tributes poured in from all corners of the world. Memphis, the city that shaped Young Dolph, honored him by renaming a street in his honor. The Memphis Grizzlies of the NBA paid tribute to him during a game, further solidifying his place in the hearts of his hometown. Murals of Young Dolph were painted around the city, serving as a visual reminder of his influence and the mark he left on the community. A pop-up museum dedicated to him was also opened, allowing fans to immerse themselves in his world and celebrate his life and music. XXXTentacion. XXXTentacion, born Jose Dwayne Ricardo Onfroy, entered the world on January 23, 1998, in Plantation, Florida. His childhood was marked by a tumultuous environment, with his parents' troubled relationship and subsequent separation. Growing up, XXXTentacion faced numerous challenges that would later influence his music and personal struggles. At the age of 6, XXXTentacion and his mother moved to Lauderhill, Florida, where he spent his formative years. Despite his artistic inclinations, XXXTentacion's early life was far from idyllic. Tragedy struck when XXXTentacion's grandmother, with whom he had a close bond, passed away when he was just 10 years old. This loss deeply affected him and contributed to the emotional turmoil he would later express through his music. As he navigated the challenges of adolescence, XXXTentacion found himself drawn to a life of delinquency and rebellion. His troubled behavior led to his expulsion from several schools, and he found himself in and out of correctional facilities. It was during one of these periods of incarceration that XXXTentacion discovered his passion for music as a means of self-expression and escape. He honed his skills as a rapper and songwriter, using his raw and honest lyrics to convey the pain and struggles he experienced. Despite the hardships he faced, XXXTentacion's talent began to gain recognition within the local music scene. He started to build a following through his SoundCloud uploads, captivating listeners with his unique blend of genres and emotionally charged lyrics. His music resonated with many who could relate to his experiences of depression, anxiety, and alienation. As XXXTentacion's popularity grew, he caught the attention of music industry professionals. In 2015, he released his breakthrough single, Look at Me, which garnered significant attention and propelled him into the mainstream. Despite his rising success, XXXTentacion's personal life continued to be plagued by turmoil. He faced legal issues, including charges of domestic violence, witness tampering, and robbery. These allegations further fueled the controversy surrounding him and added to the complexity of his image. XXXTentacion's career as a musician skyrocketed with the release of his debut album 17 in August 2017. The album showcased his raw talent and emotional depth, resonating with listeners who connected with his introspective lyrics. 17 Inches received critical acclaim and debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200 chart, solidifying XXXTentacion's position as a rising star in the music industry. Building on the success of 17, XXXTentacion released his second studio album in March 2018. The album showcased his versatility as an artist, blending genres such as emo, trap, and hip-hop. With its eclectic sound and thought-provoking lyrics, struck a chord with audiences worldwide. It debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 chart, cementing XXXTentacion's status as a chart-topping artist. The impact of XXXTentacion's music extended beyond commercial success. His unfiltered and vulnerable approach to songwriting resonated with a generation of young listeners who found solace in his music. XXXTentacion's ability to address topics such as mental health, depression, and self-doubt struck a chord with those who felt marginalized or misunderstood. In addition to his albums, XXXTentacion released several successful singles that further solidified his place in the music industry. Tracks such as Sad and Moonlight became chart-topping hits, showcasing his ability to create catchy melodies while maintaining his signature emotional intensity. XXXTentacion's personal life was as complex and controversial as his music. He was known for his tumultuous relationships, public feuds, and involvement in various controversies. One of the most notable controversies surrounding XXXTentacion was the allegations of domestic violence leveled against him. In 2016, XXXTentacion was arrested and charged with aggravated battery of a pregnant woman, domestic battery by strangulation, false imprisonment, and witness tampering. These serious charges cast a shadow over his career and sparked a heated debate among his fans and critics. While some defended him, suggesting that his actions were those of a damaged individual in need of help, others condemned his behavior and called for accountability. Despite the allegations, XXXTentacion made efforts to support causes like domestic violence prevention. He spoke openly about his own experiences with violence and expressed remorse for his past actions. XXXTentacion aimed to raise awareness and encourage others to break the cycle of abuse. However, his efforts were met with skepticism and criticism from those who believed that he should face the consequences of his actions. In addition to his personal controversies, XXXTentacion's personal life was marked by a series of high-profile relationships. He was romantically linked to several individuals, including fellow musicians and social media personalities. These relationships often played out in the public eye, fueling speculation and gossip. Tragically, XXXTentacion's life was cut short on June 18, 2018. That fateful day, the music world was shaken by the tragic news of XXXTentacion's untimely death. The 20-year-old rapper was shot and killed in a robbery outside a motorbike shop in Broward County, Florida. XXXTentacion's death left a void in their lives and a sense of profound loss. In the wake of his passing, the music industry rallied to honor XXXTentacion's legacy. Posthumous releases and collaborations kept his music alive and introduced his artistry to new audiences. In December 2019, his album Bad Vibes Forever was released, featuring the track Heart Eater as the second single. The album showcased XXXTentacion's versatility and further solidified his impact on the industry. The influence of XXXTentacion extended beyond his music. He became the first artist to release music as NFTs, non-fungible tokens, in May 2021, further pushing the boundaries of the industry and embracing new forms of artistic expression. His willingness to experiment and challenge norms set him apart as a visionary artist. PNB Rock. PNB Rock, born Rakim Hashim Allen on December 9, 1991, in the Germantown neighborhood of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, had a tumultuous early life. Growing up in a Muslim family, he faced tragedy at a young age when his father was brutally murdered when he was just 3 years old. However, PNB Rock's journey was not an easy one. At the age of 13, he found himself caught up in a life of crime, committing robberies, and getting into fights at school. As a result, he was sent to a youth detention program, hoping to set him on the right path. But the troubles didn't end there. When he turned 19, PNB Rock was sentenced to 33 months in prison for drug possession and other crimes. It was during this time, behind bars, that he discovered his passion for music and began writing songs that would later shape his career. Upon his release from prison, PNB Rock was determined to turn his life around and pursue his dreams of becoming a successful musician. He faced numerous challenges, including homelessness for a short period, but his resilience and talent propelled him forward. Inspired by the streets of Germantown, he adopted the stage name PNB Rock, paying homage to Pastorius and Bainton, a street corner near where he grew up. In 2014, PNB Rock released his debut mixtape, Bangaz, which he had written during his time in prison. The mixtape garnered attention and caught the ear of Atlantic Records, leading to a record deal in 2015. Under Atlantic Records, PNB Rock released his third mixtape, R&B 3, marking his official entry into the music industry. It was in 2016 that PNB Rock's star began to rise. He released the single Selfish, which quickly gained traction and peaked at number 51 on the US Billboard Hot 100. The song showcased his unique blend of hip-hop and R&B, captivating audiences with his soulful melody energies and relatable lyrics. P&B Rock's talent didn't go unnoticed, and he soon found himself collaborating with renowned artists like Ed Sheeran and Chance the Rapper on the hit song Cross Me. In 2017, P&B Rock released his debut studio album, Catch These Vibes, which received critical acclaim and solidified his position as a rising star in the music industry. The album showcased his versatility as an artist, seamlessly blending different genres and delivering heartfelt performances. P&B Rock's music resonated with audiences, and his fan base continued to grow. His success only continued to soar with the release of his second studio album, Trap Star Turned Pop Star, in 2019. The album reached the top 5 on the Billboard 200 chart, further cementing P&B Rock's status as a talented and influential artist. He was chosen as part of the prestigious 2017 XXL freshman class, a testament to his impact on the industry. Sadly, his life was cut short in an act of brutality. On September 12, 2022, the music industry was shaken to its core when news broke of the tragic death of P&B Rock. It was a day that would forever be etched in the memories of his fans and loved ones. The incident occurred at Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles, a popular restaurant in Los Angeles. Details surrounding the tragic event began to emerge, painting a picture of a brutal act of violence. P&B Rock was at the restaurant when a robbery took place. In a shocking turn of events, he was shot and killed during the incident. The news sent shockwaves throughout the music community, leaving fans devastated and mourning the loss of a talented artist. The circumstances surrounding P&B Rock's death were heartbreaking and left many questioning how such a tragedy could occur. The incident took place near Main Street and Manchester Avenue in South Los Angeles, an area known for its vibrant culture and diverse community. The loss of P&B Rock was felt not only by his fans, but also by the entire music industry, which had lost a rising star. In the aftermath of the tragedy, the Los Angeles Police Department launched an investigation to bring the perpetrators to justice. On September 28, 2022, the LAPD confirmed the arrest of an unnamed 17-year-old juvenile in connection to the murder. Additionally, a 32-year-old woman named Chantel Trone was arrested for accessory to murder. The following day, a third suspect, the 17-year-old's father, Freddie Trone, was also arrested. The charges brought against the suspects were severe. The juvenile and Freddie Trone were charged with first-degree murder, second-degree robbery, and conspiracy to commit robbery. If convicted, the juvenile could face life imprisonment with the possibility of parole, while Freddie Trone could face life imprisonment without the possibility of parole or even the death penalty. In October 2023, 2 new defendants, Tremont Jones and Wanisha Evans, appeared in court in connection to the case. Authorities believe that Jones had alerted the alleged killers to P&B Rock's location, not his girlfriend's Instagram post, as initially speculated. Prosecutors alleged that Evans had driven Freddie Trone from Los Angeles to Las Vegas after the murder. Both Jones and Evans pleaded not guilty to the charges. The world still mourns the loss of these talented musicians, while hoping that the rappers who have now taken over the music scene don't fall victim to what has become a trend of brutality in the music industry. Check out this next video to learn more horrifying truths about the music industry.